The average commission, if you want to look at a red line, our average commission for everybody in the company right now is about $2.05 red line. Guess what? That number is always going down. Why? Because as a company grows, as a volume grows, the company negotiates better pricing on everything. Sometimes we sell a deal, before it gets installed, our commission is bigger. We actually earn more than we thought. That never happens in a traditional dealer. It'll never happen. That's not their business model. Everybody's on the same 70-30 split. It's an amazing compensation plan, right? So for example, let's look at a traditional dealer model. How does a traditional dealer model work? He eventually wises up and eventually says, hey man, I'm at a $3 red line. I'm gonna go to my buddy Joe down the street who's offering me a $2.50 red line. And guess what happens? It's a big revolving door. A terrible opportunity because his opportunity is terrible. Hey guys, JC Rangel here with Powur Energy. And in this video, I want to get into the differences between Powur Energy and the traditional solar dealer. Now, I've done some of these videos in the past with a PowerPoint, but I wanted to do a better quality video and a better explanation. So that being said, let's jump right into it. The reason why I'm doing this video is because there's a lot of misconceptions about Powur and a traditional dealer. And there's also a lot of people that are from the traditional dealer model that, for lack of a better term, hate on Powur. So I just want to shed some light on some of these things and make you guys understand the true differences and why Powur is the future of solar and why there is so many traditional dealers that are actually very intimidated by what we're doing. And I think by the end of this video, you're going to realize that that is indeed the case. So that being said, let's start with number one. Number one, Powur has the highest commissions in the industry. The average commission, for example, I'm in California. The average commission, if you want to look at a red line, our average commission for everybody in the company right now is about $2.05 red line. $2.05 red line. The average commission with Powur is about $7,500 per sale. That is the average nationwide. What is the average commission of a person selling solar for a traditional solar dealer? $2,000 to $3,000. That is the average. There's some of you guys that are watching this video, you know, that's right, that's what I'm making. I'm making about $2,000 to $3,000. Now, are there people that make more money than that? Of course, there's always the exception. So here's the way that Powur works. Powur has a wholesale model and a team building model that creates, number two, leveraged income. And I'm going to show you the way the comp plan works here in detail and the way the leveraged income works as well. So let me give you an example. When I get started with Powur, I've got right now about a $2.05 red line. And guess what? That number is always going down. Why? Because as a company grows, as a volume grows, the company negotiates better pricing on everything. Sometimes we sell a deal, before it gets installed, our commission is bigger. We actually earn more than we thought. Why? Because during that period, those 3 weeks, those 5 weeks, those 6 weeks, cost of goods went down, wholesale costs went down. Guess what went up? My commission went up. That never happens in a traditional dealer. It'll never happen. That's not their business model. Here's why. Okay, the leverage income works like this. Powur has a 70-30 split based on the wholesale price. So let's say, for example, you take a job and your wholesale price you see for everything, all adders, everything included, $20,000. Let's say you sell it for $30,000. There's a $10,000 difference. Out of that $10,000 difference that you're selling above wholesale, 70% of that goes to you. So guess what? In that scenario, you would make a $7,000 commission. Well, guess what? Our average commission is about $7,500. So $7,000 goes to you. Now, what happens to the 30% that Powur takes? They take it. If we stop there, that's a fair model. If we stop there, you're making an average of a $2 red line, $2.05 red line on average. Sometimes it's better. Okay? So guess what? If it were to stop there, it'd be great, but it doesn't stop there. Powur takes their 30%, in this case, 30% of 10,000 equals 3,000. So out of that 3,000, they actually don't even keep the whole 3,000. Half of that is paid in team commissions. So they take 3,000, 20%. So let's say you brought me on board. I made a sale. I made those $10,000. My cost was 20,000. I sold it for 30. I kept 7 of the 10,000. Out of the 3,000, Powur's going to pay you a 20% override. Guess what? What's 20% of 3,000? $600 what you would earn. The person that brought you on board would earn 10% of that 3,000, which is $300. And then the person that brought them and 4 people above them earn 5%, which is 150 to 4 additional people. So what that does is it creates a very, very simple and effective compensation plan. Here's why. everybody's on the same 70-30 split. It's an amazing compensation plan, right? So for example, let's look at a traditional dealer model. How does a traditional dealer model work? Here's how it works. You got the company and they pay a guy, let's say their high school buddy, one of the good old boys, right? Say, hey man, I'm gonna put you on a $2 red line, $2.10 red line, whatever the company can afford, right? Depends how big the dealer is. So let's say they put this guy on a $2.10 red line. They encourage him to go and recruit people, whether it's through ads, people he knows, people from other dealers. Hey man, you're at a $2.80 red line. Why don't you come work for me? I'll put you at a $2.30 red line. So now he's making a 20-cent override. So this guy's like, hey man, $2.30 red line versus $2.80, I'm gone. He comes over to this dealer. That guy's encouraged to build a team. Guess what he pays him? He doesn't pay him $2.30. He pays him a $2.50 red line. That means smaller commissions. So he makes a 20% override. Well, when that guy brings somebody on board, he pays him $2.70, $2.80 red line. Now the guy on the third level is making a lot less money. The guy on the fourth level is at a $3 red line. Let me ask you this. Now he's making $1,500 commissions per sale. Now he's making $1,000 commissions per sale, maybe $2,000 on a lucky day. Now, he eventually wises up. And eventually says, hey man, I'm at a $3 red line. I'm gonna go to my buddy Joe down the street who's offering me a $2.50 red line. And guess what happens? It's a big revolving door. They always leave. Not only that, the guy that's 3-4 levels deep, what leverage does he have to bring other people on board? If he's on a $2.80 red line or $3 red line, what's he gonna offer the next guy? Here's what he's gonna offer him, a terrible opportunity, because his opportunity is terrible. That never happens with Powur. You come on board, doesn't matter whether you're the first guy or the last guy. You're at a $2.05 red line on average. You're at a 70-30 split based on the wholesale cost. I have these guys from another dealer that said, well, yeah, JC, you guys are on a 70-30. We're on an 80-20, right? They have a different business model. I say, you're on an 80-20, but it's not on wholesale. Our 70-30 is based on the wholesale. You see the wholesale of everything. Right? So that's one of the major differences. So the traditional model is broken. I've been saying this for a long time. The traditional solar dealer model is broken, and it's not only the solar dealer model, it's also the home security dealer. It works the same way. My wife and I, we've had a ADT, home security dealer, for a while. The same exact thing happens. So the problem with the traditional model is that, hey, listen, if you want to be a transactional salesperson right now, and 10 years from now, and 20 years from now, still knocking on doors, still chasing leads, then that model's for you. But no thanks, not for me. And not for the people that want to look at this opportunity, the people that work with me. Right now, our team has over 450 people, and we have unlimited leads, and I'm going to get into why. So if the traditional dealer model is broken, what does that mean? That means D to D until the day you DEAD, until you're dead, right? The reason why is because there's no leverage income. So here's what's happening. It's a revolving door in the traditional dealer model. You got some guys here, they get trained. Guess what you're doing? You're training the competition, because those guys and girls are gonna eventually leave for another company that's gonna pay them a bigger commission. That's just what's happening. Guess what happens when they leave? They're gonna take some sales reps that they met at that same company. It doesn't make sense, right? So you're training your competition. Now, the difference is with Powur. With Powur, it's an equal opportunity. You do not get a better commission because you know the owner. You and I, we get the exact same commission. If you know the owner directly and I'm just some dude that came off the street, and found Powur, guess what? We're still gonna make the exact same thing. Powur creates a true opportunity to make a real passive income. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, on the 6 levels of pay, let's talk about significance. Let's talk about real wealth building opportunity, okay? There's 2 of them. One of them is through the passive 6 levels override residual income. What if I went out there and I brought 10 guys and those 10 guys brought 2? So I brought 10 guys, level 1 is 10. They brought 2 and that's 20 on level 2. And it just duplicated by 2, 6 levels deep, okay? So nobody brought 10 like me. I'm the only one that brought 10. And they all just brought 2, and that duplicated 6 levels deep. If they were all making 1 sale per month, how much money would I be making on a monthly basis in passive income? I'd be making $1 million a year. I brought 10 guys that I trained. They all have the same opportunity that I do. But the guys on level 1 and the guys on level 6, they all get paid the same average $2.05 red line, the same 70-30 split. They all have the same opportunity to build 6 levels deep. They all have the exact same opportunity to do mentor sales. What are mentor sales? That is our next segment. So the mentor sales are 50-50 split sales. This is where the unlimited leads comes in. Here's the deal. People often ask, JC, is Powur an MLM? No, it's not. Take that from somebody who's made his first $1 million at the age of 30 in network marketing. That's the industry I come from. In network marketing, you get paid for the simple act of recruiting people. We do not make a dime for recruiting people. When somebody gets started with Powur, we don't make a dime. We get paid an override when a sale is made, period. If they sell solar, we get paid. Guess what? If they sell roof, we also get paid. We now get paid on solars and on roof sales. But I'm not gonna get into that in this video. So here's the way the mentor program works. Currently, as of the recording of this video, there's over 6,000 active reps with Powur nationwide. 6,000. And there's only 300 mentors. Guess what? That's 5%. Our team is almost 500 people. We're almost 8% of the entire company because of our background. Some guy from another company once said to me, JC, but the majority of your people are probably tire kickers, right? Or they're probably, part-timers. I said, yes, isn't that great? Because see, I may have 300 people that are only submitting one lead every month, maybe one lead every 2 months. But what does that do for my serious guys, the closers, the mentors on the team? I've got about 8 mentors on my team. What does that do for them? It provides an unlimited amount of leads. We literally do not have enough mentors for the leads that our team is getting. Why? Because we know how to build. We know how to build strong people. We know how to train. We know how to duplicate. We know how to recruit and team build. That is the difference. Powur is an incredible opportunity, but it also has a lot to do with what team you're getting started on. And there's no faster growing team in the company led by the #1 mentor in the company this entire year. So here's the deal. If the average commission is $7,500, that means that the average mentor sale is about $3,750. Some of the guys on my team, they're closing 2, 3, sometimes 4 deals in a day. And guess what? 90% of our sales are done via Zoom. When was the last time that I went out there to knock a door? I'm a 14-month rookie in solar, but I sold 210 kilowatts in 40 days. Not because I'm special, because the business model of Powur is special. 210 kilowatts in a 40-day period, and I never left my house. And that was during the pandemic. What other company do you know can say that? That was a rhetorical question because the answer is none. You don't know anybody that's done that. Nobody does that. They don't have the business model to do it. So check this out. Here's a big misconception that some of the Powur haters like to say, oh, you got to give up your first 5 sales. That's not true. You don't have to give up any sales. If you're a solar pro, you do 1 mentor sale. That means 1 50-50 split sale with a mentor. Just 1. If you're not a solar pro like me when I got started, you do 3 mentor sales. That means that you're making an average of about $3,700. The mentor's making an average of about $3,700. If you're brand new to solar, you have to do 3 mentor sales. Guess what? Those are training sales. Your mentor's going to show you how to enter the lead, how to qualify the lead, how to set the appointment, how to do it whether it's in person or 90% of the time whether it's via Zoom. They will close a sale and take it all the way to installation and you get half of your commission. Here's another thing. A lot of companies, they don't pay M1. They don't pay any money until installation. Powur will pay you 40% of your commission to a cap of $2,000 up front after the site survey is done and the rest of it after installation. So imagine this. If the average commission, mentor commission, is $3,750 right now, what does that mean? What if you close 1, 2, 3 in a day? What if you close that many sales in a week and you didn't have to go out there in that hot ass sun? The reason why I say that is because I've got people that are watching this video right now and you're thinking, man, I gotta go hit the field. And it's Las Vegas, it's Los Angeles, it's Arizona, and it's 100 degrees outside. Guess what? Today, while you're watching that video, I'm probably, and some of my team is probably on their 2nd sale in the middle of the day, and we're doing it from the comfort of our home via Zoom. It's different at Powur. Now, who are the most common haters when it comes to Powur? I'll tell you who they are. It is the small dealer guy or the medium-sized dealer guy. The reason why is because they've seen videos like this. They studied it, but they're making too much of an override to leave that business model. They're making a 30 cent, 50 cent, 60 cent override or bigger on, 10 guys. They're in their comfortable, office or home office with the AC on, and they're making some great money. Why would they go anywhere else? They used to door to door. They don't do that anymore. So guess what? What they want to do is they want to make sure that their sales reps do not find out that instead of a 250 red line, a 270 red line, 230 red line, that they don't find out about Powur at a $2 red line. that they don't find out about a 6-level pay, that they don't find about the stock options, which we're gonna get into here shortly. Or it's either the dealer guy or it's one of the top leaders that has a team under them because they're intimidated by what we're doing. Matter of fact, it's real funny. I sometimes look at the Facebook groups, right? The solar Facebook groups. And some of these guys, man, and some of these companies remind me of, have you ever seen that movie, Mean Girls? Some of you guys, man, you guys remind me of Mean Girls, man. You guys are just hating on a better business model. And I get it. If I was in your shoes, I'd be very insecure too. You should be insecure. You should be, because as soon as your guys see this very video, as soon as they get on one of our 5 p.m. on Mondays, every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have a company-wide opportunity showcase. Every other week is in Spanish, every other week is in English. Once they see that, or they see this video, one of the other videos, or they meet one of us, guess what? They're gonna come on board to Powur. And guess what's gonna happen eventually? The reason why some of these guys are so intimidated is because guess what? You're gonna go from your comfortable override income, your comfortable office with AC, to hitting the field again. Guess what? Amazon has a great deal on some door knocking shoes. You might want to look into that because we're going to make this video go viral. See, and I do that here. I do have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because I see so many people bashing Powur. Here's the situation, guys. There's 2 ways to have the biggest, baddest building in the neighborhood. One of them is to work your ass off with integrity and build the biggest, baddest building. You know what the other one is? To have your little rinky-dink building and go and knock other people's building down. And that's what some of these guys and girls, especially guys, I haven't seen a girl do it, are doing. They try to bash Powur and they say, oh, you got to give up 5 sales. Oh, it's an MLM. Oh, this and that. No. We have more training than any other solar company out there. We have a Powur University and many hours of training that's recorded, many hours of live training every single week. The support here, the systems, the training and the opportunity. So this business model, here's the thing. Why did Powur become the #1 fastest growing company in the nation on the Inc. 5000 list, number 935 or number 938, one of those two? Here's why. The proof is in the pudding. So people can talk bad. Some small dealer that's paying his guys a $3 red light talks bad about us, but the Inc. 5000 list put us on there and we were the only solar company in there. So who has more credibility? That little company talking bad about Powur because they're insecure, or the Inc. 5000 list? Why are we the #1 fastest growing company? The same reason that eXp Realty is the #1 fastest growing company. Guess what happened? eXp Realty, for example, is a $1 billion company, fastest growing company in the history of real estate, smoking everybody. The only company that has real estate agents making $500,000 per month in overrides. We literally copied that business model for solar. You're looking at this at a perfect opportunity because mark my words, in the solar industry, in the next 2 years, we will be a household name. I've got people on my team closing down complete dealers to come and join Powur. So the mentor program, 50-50 split sales. So guess what? Our team has over 400 people that need a mentor to close their sales. Give you an example. One of the ladies on my team, she says, actually a lady that was not on my team, she says, JC, I would like for you to be the mentor for my deals. I said, sure. She brought me her son. She brought me her daughter and her brother-in-law. We closed them all via Zoom. They're in Southern California. I'm in Southern California. Did not meet in person. We closed all 3 via Zoom within a 2-week period. Made almost $14,000 in commissions from the comfort of my home office. Afterwards, I went and I played with my 7-year-old son from the comfort of my home. Didn't have to go hit the field. Now, do you think that those people shopped around? Absolutely not. You know why? Because it was the son, the daughter, and the brother-in-law. The daughter, I didn't even have to present to her. We went through the proposal. I said, okay, let's schedule an appointment. She calls the daughter. The daughter says, Mom, I'm too busy. Tell me the terms. What's the interest rate? What's the loan? What kind of panels? What's the payment? The mom tells her she wasn't supposed to. That's not a part of the system. But she did. She was new, right? That's why she was using a mentor. The daughter literally said to her, great. I don't need a presentation. Just send me the contract, Mom. I trust you. I got to get back to work. She signed the contract, right? We eventually got on a phone call. I just wanted to run a couple things by her, make sure she understood. The point being that we're not out there chasing cold leads. We have an abundance of leads. And the only thing that brings that is this business model that nobody else has. But other people will copy eventually because it would be silly not to either get started with us or build your own. Now, here's a little disclaimer. There are some people that they have no desire for this business model and they're perfectly happy with being transactional salespeople. Hey, God bless you. I'm not saying that Powur is for everybody. Don't get me wrong. Powur is not for everybody. But if you want a light at the end of the tunnel, if you want to build a passive income, a residual income, then you should probably take a look at Powur. And then finally, see, here's the thing. Powur is not a company that's just a solar dealer. We are much more than that. We're going to go international, and solar and roof is just a beginning. There's going to be other things that are related to the renewable energy industry that we're going to offer. All roads lead to Powur if you want to be a renewable energy professional. That's just my point of view. And I think the proof is in the pudding. But here's another thing. We talk about building residual income. We talk about building wealth. There's a difference between rich and wealthy. Mark my words. This is my prediction. This is what I believe with everything in me. Powur is going to create some very wealthy people, because there's a difference. If you have $1 million in the bank, $10 million in the bank, you're rich. But if you have $100 million in the bank or more, that's wealthy, in my opinion. I believe that Powur is going to create wealthy people. Think about this. Look at eXp Realty. eXp Realty went public in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, they've got agents that are literally worth over $200 million with this exact model, but real estate. Solar sales is less competition, easier to get into, easier sale. So if they did that, if you look at our trajectory versus their trajectory, if you study them, you will realize not only do we have a tremendous opportunity to sell solar at the better prices. I never get beat on prices. If I sit down with a customer and I'm competing against your bid, I'm going to beat them every time. I'm going to offer them solar insurers extended warranty, 30-year bumper to bumper on roof parts and labor included, no deductible. Till this day, I haven't found somebody else that offers that. I'm going to get them the best prices. We don't just offer one panel. We don't just offer one finance company. We've got multiple finance companies, from Goodleap to Sunlight to Sonova to, multiple ones, right? We carry the top brands, which are LG, Hanwha, Panasonic, Aptos, Mission Solar, and on and on. We carry like 10 different types of panels. The top inverters, Solar Edge, and Enphase. We carry the cream of the crop. So we've got these options that we could offer a person. So it's clear that Powur is the company to be a part of. But what about the fact that we're going public in the next 24 months and you've got the opportunity in the comp plan to earn free stock options? Your first install, you earn stock options. You bring somebody on board, they get their first install, you earn stock options. You do a certain amount of sales in a year, you get stock options. You do a bigger amount of sales, you get free stock options. You could also purchase stock options at a discounted price when we go public. That is the exact same model that eXp Realty did. And guess what? $1 million is 7 figures. They've got real estate agents that are not worth 7 figures. They're not even worth 8 figures. They got real estate agents that are worth 9 figures, that in 2014, they were just real estate agents making 100 grand a year. It is different at Powur. This is for the people that have vision. Most people just have sight. Vision is seeing the unseen done. Vision is seeing what other companies are doing and copying. That's exactly what Powur did. I'm a firm believer that it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. And then finally, to finish off this video, here's the deal. See my shirt? It says Solar Hero, because I am a solar hero. I offer my customers a better deal than you could offer them. I offer my customers a better price than you could offer them, better terms, better bank. I offer them a better warranty, 30-year bumper to bumper on roof parts and labor through a AAA rated company in Solar Insure, $10 billion company. Guess what? Why I'm also a solar hero? Because I'm showing people the Powur opportunity, how it's significantly night and day better than when you're offering them in a traditional solar dealer, where you're asking them to be a transactional salesperson for peanuts. So yes, I am a solar hero. And this video is dedicated to all of you guys talking about Powur. The good thing about people that talk behind your back is that they're in a perfect place to kiss your ass. And while they're kissing your ass, a lot of their sales reps, they're joining our company. So anyways, with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys at the top or from the top. Take care.